A newborn colt was born, but no one could see its potential. Its body was only half the size of the other horses, yet it ate twice as much, and after eating, it would just lie down and sleep. The horse owner decided it was a lazy horse and gave it away for free to a horse trainer. The jockey was then instructed to educate it with the stick. However, the beatings not only failed to unleash its potential but gradually made it lose its wild nature. In the end, it was completely abandoned, reduced to a tool horse for training other racehorses. The jockey would deliberately let it loose to boost the confidence of the other horses, but it still couldn't escape the fate of being sold. Every week, it had to participate in 2 cheap auction races. Humiliated, it became irritable and quick-tempered, not allowing any jockey to approach. The horse trainer deemed it beyond help and decided to sell it for $2,000. However, the horse trainer Tom spotted its potential at a glance. He was drawn to the confidence in its eyes, the unbridled defiance that came from the bones of a king. Tom persuaded the boss to buy it, guaranteeing it would become a legend in the racing world. But its temperament was too fierce, and ordinary jockeys couldn't handle it. Even the experienced jockeys they brought in didn't dare approach. Its unruly character left even the seasoned Tom at his wit's end. Just as he was about to give up on it, he saw another defiant soul appear. That guy wouldn't submit or admit he was wrong, even when facing 4 burly men. This horse had the same personality. The temperaments of these 2 little guys were almost identical. Tom stared at them both for a long time, convinced that this person was the best choice to ride it. As Tom had anticipated, Mike didn't rush to mount the horse. He took out half an apple and handed it to the horse. It appreciated Mike's friendly approach and calmly let him ride on its back. But they encountered a problem during their first training session. The horse couldn't control its pace, always running left and right like a snake. Tom pointed out its shortcoming. Because it had been whipped and trained to run in circles since it was young, it had formed a habit. Now it needed to relearn how to be a horse. To help it rediscover its wild nature, Tom took it to a grove and let Mike ride it freely. Faced with an unobstructed grassland, it grew more excited as it ran, from the woods to the grassland, from the grassland to the stone bridge. It unleashed its wild nature with abandon. Tom waited for 2 hours, but they didn't return. Mike, on its back, was thrilled. This feeling of flying like the wind made him realize that the horse carrying him was no ordinary creature, but a true steed capable of traveling 1,000 miles. The small team of 3 men and 1 horse gradually formed. They moved to the boss's farm, ready to begin formal training, but the boss quickly noticed their unusual behavior. As soon as night fell, there was no sign of them in the rooms prepared for them. Mike moved into the stable, while Tom slept directly under a tree. Coming from poverty, they didn't seem to be here for wealth and honor, but purely out of a love for the horse. Tom specifically bought a young mare and found a puppy to keep it company, finally giving it a sense of home. After a brief rest, it faced its second trial run. Unlike the previous horse trainer, Tom told Mike not to whip it while running, but to let it loose during the sprint, allowing it to unleash its natural running ability. Tom's method indeed worked. They quickly grasped the horse's battle talent. When it ran on its own, it would be listless, but as soon as a rival appeared in front of it, it would shoot out like an arrow, displaying an astonishing burst of speed. It not only left its opponents far behind but also broke the track's top record. But speed alone was far from enough. They still lacked experience in formal competition, so it faced its first race.